Hi there, my name is Nandan Ramaya, wishing you a nice time. I have just started working on my new project to program a Texas Instruments Launchpad CC3235SF, which is a closer wireless solution for Texas Instruments Launchpad MSP-EXP432E401Y. This is the official TI web page which gives complete information on CC3235SF. And let's go back to the presentation here. So this is the top view of the board, and the bottom view of the board is here. And these are some of the main features of CC3235SF. The main reason for me to use this board is that it is uh, it has an on-chip built-in Wi-Fi module for wireless communication. The outcome of my project will be to program this board to send and receive data through this wireless communication. In this video, I will discuss on all the softwares you need to install to program this board. There are these are the list of softwares we need. The order of software installation is really important here because of auto detection of some software when you install another. Let us go ahead and install the first software. I will provide links to these web pages in the video description. It is very important to install the same version of the software I mentioned here because the latest or the other versions does not really support CC3235SF. So make sure you install mentioned versions only. So let's just click on this link. So here we are trying to install the version 5.10.00.02, and I'm installing the Windows installer. Just click on this. It will ask you to create an account, and you should go ahead and create an account. You could use your university email ID or your personal email ID. That should be fine. And I have already downloaded these softwares, and they are here. So what is SimpleLink? SimpleLink is a bundle which consists of many example code that can be used easily to program a specific board. To program CC323SF, we do not need to install FreeRTOS because the SimpleLink here has no RTOS and TI RTOS already in it. I'll show you that to you in a while. I have downloaded all these installation files and they are here. Let me install the SimpleLink first. So look at the SimpleLink folder I have already downloaded. If you see this, there is a different icon in front of the SimpleLink folder. So this is already an application which is executable file. You don't have to extract this. When you extract it, it creates a folder and then you won't find the installation file inside it. So I will just download it and then just double click on it. And then try to install it. Click next, accept the agreement for the license, and I recommend you to keep the default installation directory. Click next. Okay, the installation is complete now. I would unselect these two. I don't want to go to these web links. If you want, you can search it online. Then finish. Now let's install CCS Studio. Opening this, then clicking on this. Yes. This might also take some minutes to get installed. Next. accept the agreement, next, things are okay, next, and keep this as default, do not change this, next, custom installation, next. So the reason why we install SimpleLink first is to auto detect this SimpleLink which we are supposed to use for our board, which is CC3235SF wireless MCU. So I would just select this and then install this alone for the CC Studio and click next. Then I would keep it as it is, I don't change anything here, next, next, and then next to install on your computer. Okay, so I have just installed Code Composer Studio. I would just click on finish. I need a shortcut on my desktop and I will launch CCS now. So it asks for a workspace, so I would place this workspace in a folder where I can access from anywhere, such as OneDrive. So I keep all my files in OneDrive synced always. So I created a folder called CCS workspace, and then I give this folder for my new project as a workspace. So I select this, and I would like to keep this as the same every time, and then launch. Okay, here we are. So now the next step is to figure out how do we talk to this board. How do we talk to this board from the computer? So the way is to use an extra application which connects your board to your computer Windows. So I prefer using PuTTY, the version 0.82. Let's just download this from this link. I would go here, and then I'm installing 64-bit version for my computer. This is the latest release. I have already downloaded this, but let's just go to the place where I have downloaded it. Software tools. Here, let's install this. It's very simple, don't change this, just install. Yes, I don't know, this readme file, finish. I have just completed installing PuTTY. Let's open PuTTY now on my computer. So Windows, PuTTY, this. So if you see here, there is a new session created, and then you have to figure out which communication port is connected to your computer. So meanwhile, I would also open the device manager, which clearly tells us which communication port is being used by your board. So my board hasn't connected yet, so for that reason there are no ports showing up here. So I am just plugging in my board. You will see a new port coming up here. You see that? So ports. So this is your port, which is UART communication port 4, trying to talk to the board CC3235SF. We will use this information to configure PuTTY. Here the name of the board will be COM4, and then it will be serial, and the speed should be 115200. So this is the baud rate at which the UART in your board is operating at. I'll show you how did I got this value. When you try to import a UART file into your UART example code into your CCS, you will see this value. So I will use this 115200 as this baud rate or speed of this line, which is COM4. You can save this session as however you want. I would just name it as COM4, and then speed, serial line, COM4, save. Next time when you open, you could just click on this, click on load, and then it'll load here, and then you can open it. So now just opening it. Okay. See this? You just try to talk to your board, and then these are some of the information your board is sending to your computer. And this is how we talk to the board. You type everything, you parse, you read messages from here. This is your ultimate console to talk to your board. Okay, so let's go back to CCS Studio. Sorry, CC Studio, Code Composite Studio, and then try to load an example program. So let's check if our board is working fine through the UART port. So I'll go to project, import CCS projects. So now you have to refer to the SimpleLink which you have installed already, which was the first software in the list. It was installed here, the TI, and then this is our folder, which is CC32XX STK5100002. I select this folder, and then it automatically detects many example codes here. We'll just see that now. Okay, here they are. You can see huge number of example codes here. So the first thing to start to communicate to your board is the UART. So I would go select the UART echo. UART echo is the basic application which I would like to start with to talk to the board, and then build my program over this in the next steps. So there are few things here. One is free RTOS, no RTOS, TI RTOS. So for now I would use no RTOS because the first step is to just print few things onto the console through your board. For that we really do not need RTOS. The RTOS would be used when you are trying to use interrupts, semaphores. In the future we'll go to that topic later. For now, let's just use something without RTOS, which is no RTOS, and then UART echo CC3235SF. This is really important. You have to select the right name of your board, and then no RTOS. I am using CCS as a debugger, So I recommend you also use the CCS as your debugger, and then click finish. This will just load the UART echo here. Okay, and you can also update all the available updates before you start your programming, because it's important you do not update anything once you start your programming, because it might crash your program. But I do not recommend you to update in between your programming. So I would just do it at once in the beginning and disable the updates, disable the automatic updates later. Okay, so next, so now here we have an example code of UART echo. This is a code. I'll show you how did I derive the value 11505200 as the baud rate. So you see here the UART is communicating through the baud rate of 115200. This is why we use this value on our PuTTY. Now let's debug this. That means let's flash this onto the board and then see if we could send some characters to the board and then get them back. Just click on debug. We might see a problem here due to the sysconfig version difference, and let's fix that now. Okay, I think there are no warnings. Okay, you have to click on this run button so that the program on your board is running now, and then go to PuTTY. Here you see echoing characters. This is being printed by your UART echo program, and if you type things, it is just sending. Your board is reading a character, a single character every time from the console and printing it back onto the console. So this says that your UART echo is working fine on your board. On this, the upcoming project required programs will be built. This will be our base program, and now we are in no RTAS. In future we would go to TI RTAS, and then we would also go to UDP echo, where you would be trying to send some data through the wireless on your program. Versus when you debug, you might see a warning in your console saying that your system config is not up to date. So how do we fix that? Let's just right click on this project, go to properties, go to products. You see here this is config. You double click on it, and then it shows here 1.8.0 is unavailable, and you can just select to the one which is already available. If your program, or if your when you go to TI RTAS, it might ask you to install the latest version of system config. So it's just the same like how we install the SimpleLink here. You should download it from the TI. I have put link to download system config latest version in the description of this video. You would just download it, install it, and then install it in the same directory where you installed the SimpleLink, and it would just automatically detected by this tool. So now I would just apply and close. And also we are supposed to disable the automatic updates of this tool, which is really pain. I would go here in the install update, automatic updates. I would just disable this, apply and close, and then you won't get those pop-up of updating your application frequently. And that's all in this video. In the next video I would just try to bring some more information. How do we work with this UART code to send some data to the board, read back, to comparison, to few tasks. Okay, yeah, thank you.